whose brand of conservatism is in many ways different from the bulk of House Republicans. Jack Pitney, a professor at Claremont McKenna College in California, explains why that matters.
Republicans have their base of support in the Midwest. The center of gravity of the party is shifted to the South. I think in the future you're going to see more and more members of the extended leadership coming from the South.
But for the moment, the party grounded in the South isn't led by members from culturally southern states, where sweet tea is the drink of choice, social conservatives rule the roost, and Democratic presidential nominees don't stand a chance. Here's Pitney again.
Rank and file includes a large number of members from the South who have very socially conservative constituencies. Speaker Boehner, on the other hand, is much more of a traditional Republican. He comes from the old-fashioned Republican heartland of Ohio. He's broadly conservative, but I don't think anybody would characterize him as ideological.
House Republicans now have the biggest majority in more than 8 years. Boehner's expanded rank and file now includes members from some of the bluest states in the country. Lawmakers from the South are still a sizable voting bloc. Members from 4 states alone, Texas, Florida, North Carolina, and Georgia, make up a quarter of the Republican majority. But for all of the Southern GOP members, there is just one open leadership. And that's what makes the recent controversy surrounding Steve Scalise, the third-ranking Republican, all the more awkward. This candidacy to become majority whip got a boost from Southern lawmakers who seem to want one of their own leadership race. But in 6 months on the job, he found himself having to apologize for a speech he made more than a decade ago to a white supremacist group with ties to former KKK leader David Bowie. Boehner came out in full support of Scalise. 2 conservative senators, Congressman Ted Yoho in Florida and Congressman Louis Gohmert in Texas, each have said they'll challenge Boehner. Here's why Gohmert told Fox News he decided to run.
The numbers are 25 to 33% are ready to abandon the Republican Party. They're so fed up that we're not fighting for what we said. And if we don't show them that, it's going to devastate this country. People have never been so wrong in
more about the ebb and flow of politics with Boehner. In his early years, Boehner was a conservative reformer himself. He won a spot in leadership in 1994, but then fell out of favor. Then he made an unlikely comeback. David Cohen is a political scientist at the University of Akron.
John Boehner is very much a political survivor. He might recall that he was in leadership once and then he kicked out, and then he was able to wrangle his way back into leadership and eventually become Speaker of the House. He does what he needs to do to gain power and keep it, and he'll do what he needs to do to remain as Speaker of the House.
And after he secures his re-election as Speaker, then he can get down to the business of government. Juana Summers, NPR News, Washington.
Loretta Lynch. She is a federal prosecutor and would be promoted to replace Eric Holder. Her confirmation is not a larger Republican concerns about President Obama's acts on immigration and other controversial issues. We're going to talk this through with NPR Justice correspondent Carrie Johnson. Hi, Carrie.
Good morning, Steve.
So is anything at all known to be controversial in Lynch's background?
Steve, she's been confirmed twice to be U.S. Attorney in Brooklyn with no Senate opposition by voice vote. So this is going to be less about who Loretta Lynch is as a person and as an attorney than about President Obama's agenda for the next 2 years in office. There are a few things she's going to get raked over the coals about, including perhaps allegedly insufficient enforcement of criminal laws against Wall Street. But by and large, she doesn't ruffle many feathers.
She was nominated some weeks ago, so I guess lawmakers have had some time for a wind-up.
Well, Senate Republican Chairman of the Judiciary Committee, Charles Grassley from Iowa, has been exhausted including from background. I'm told that his investigators have emails to see if that's lemons in the which is not part of the normal process. They're still digging through all that material now. Not clear that they've found any major, but Democrats had hoped that they did a full hearing for Loretta Lynch the second or third Republican David Vitter, a senator from Louisiana and a new member now of the Senate Judiciary Committee, has tweeted about, he said that that's amnesty and he wants to block the Red Lynch's nomination on that basis alone. She's going to have to answer challenging questions, Steve, in our hearings about whether she approves of the legality of President Obama's decision and whether she'd do the same thing if she were in office at the time.
And so, are Republicans thinking they might be able to sink this nomination?